everybody. Hi Isabel. Hi Kyle. Hi Heather. Just give it a few minutes while people jump on. Hello. Hi Liz. Hi Josie. So we'll give it a couple of minutes. Obviously, all we'll need today is a mat, so make sure you have your mat and yourselves. Thank you for everyone who's jumping on this morning, afternoon, don't even know what time it is, completely lost. Hello everybody who is joining, who's jumping on. I'll give it about a minute or so. And yeah, we won't need anything but ourselves and a mat. So, before we get started, today's practice is going to be a full body flow, so we're not going to really work on any particular part of the body, we're just going to flow, build up a little bit of a sweat, hopefully, and flow for around half an hour, maybe a little bit more, but nothing too much over that time. So if you're just jumping on, you'll just need a mat and yourself. And we will start in a seated position. So go get comfortable on your mat. Can everyone hear me okay? Good. Everyone, yeah, cool. Okay, so we'll start seated. So get comfortable. If you would like to grab a cushion or a blanket for underneath your sit bones, making sure you can just, if you need that, to grab that now. Either rest in a comfortable cross-legged position, or you can extend the legs, you can kneel, take whatever feels comfortable for you. And then just beginning to rest the hands on the knees, maybe in the lap somewhere comfortable. And just beginning to close down the eyes or soften the gaze. And just beginning to ground yourself into this present moment. So taking the first few minutes of your practice to really begin to settle. Just allowing yourselves to withdraw from any external experiences. So anything that may be going on right now in your life. Any worries, any stresses, just seeing if you can take yourselves away from that for this next half an hour we have together. And really just beginning to bring your full awareness, your full attention into the body. Taking a moment just to observe how the body is feeling this afternoon. And maybe just pick up on areas that may feel a little bit tense, maybe in some discomfort. And seeing if you can just begin to allow some softness, allow some space into those areas. especially seeing if you can allow the shoulders to gently draw away from the ears. Allow the muscles of the face to soften, especially soften in the space between the eyebrows, soften in the mouth, the jaw. And from here, just beginning to move your focus, move your attention into the sensations of the breath. So just observing each inhale through the nose, keeping the eyes closed, observing each exhale through the nose, and just beginning to connect into the body. Noticing each inhale, each exhale. And if you find the mind beginning to wander, or any thoughts or feelings arise, just seeing if you can bring yourself back to the breath, bring yourself back into this moment. Keeping the eyes closed, from here we'll take a full inhale through the nose. And then as you exhale, full deep sigh through the mouth. 2 more of these, so inhaling nice and deeply. And as you exhale, full deep sigh through the mouth. Good. 1 more full inhale. And 1 more full exhale. From here, just returning back to your natural breath. Just noticing sensation in the body. Notice how you feel. And then gently, whenever you feel ready, blinking the eyes open. We'll take an inhale to reach the arms nice and high. Palms come to touch. And then as you exhale, bring the left fingertips to the left side of the body. Just beginning to stretch through the right side of the body. So stay on the fingertips and just really feel that stretch from the right hip all the way to the right little finger. And we'll take an inhale, coming back through to center. And then as you exhale, right fingertips come to the right hand side of the body, reaching the left arm all the way up and overhead. See if you can soften that right shoulder away from the right ear. Good, again, really just stretching through the left side. We'll take an inhale, coming back to center, palms to touch. As you exhale, bringing that right hand to the left knee, left hand reaches behind the left sit bone. Begin to gaze past the left shoulder, so lift and lengthen through the crown of the head, and then soften in the shoulders away from the ears. Good, as you inhale, release a twist, come to center, sweep the arms high. And then exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand reaches behind the right sit bone, twist to gaze past the right shoulder. See if you can drop those shoulders down the spine. Good, as you inhale, coming back through to center, sweep the arms nice and high. This time as you exhale, we'll interlace the fingers behind the back, clasp the hands. Take an inhale to begin to open the heart center, lift the gaze. And then as you exhale, just hinging at the hips, folding forward here. Arms can begin to come overhead. So if the hips begin to lift, maybe just come a bit further back up. Try to ground the sit bones down into the mat. Good, as you inhale, come in all the way back up, sweep the arms nice and high. And then as you exhale, bring the hands forward. We'll roll through to hands and knees. So just coming into that tabletop position. Stacking the shoulders, stacking the wrists over the wrists. The hips and the knees are stacked, really spreading the fingers here. So trying to really plant each finger down into the mat. We'll take an inhale to dip the belly, lift the gaze, open the heart center. See if you can roll the shoulders down the spine. And then as you exhale, draw the chin into the chest. Rounding through the spine, head is nice and heavy. Good, as you inhale, dip the belly, lift the gaze, open the chest, open the heart center. And exhale, chin to chest. Press the floor away. Good, 1 more inhale to dip the belly, lift the gaze, reach the tailbone high. And then exhale, chin to chest, rounding through the spine. Good, as you inhale, coming back through to that tabletop position, neutral spine, tuck in the toes, spread the fingers, begin to lift the hips nice and high, up and back into our first downward facing dog. So just begin to feel into your first downward facing dog. You can bend into the knees, pedal through the feet, maybe give the head a gentle sway from side to side, maybe move the hips from side to side. And just beginning to really work into this pose. See how it feels for you this afternoon. And just checking that feet are about hip distance, Hands are shoulder width apart, really spreading the fingers nice and evenly. We'll take one more inhale wherever you are. As you exhale, just begin to find some stillness. So see if the heels can melt down towards the mat. You can always bend into the knees to modify this as well. On the next inhale, we'll gaze between the hands. Begin to roll the shoulders forward over the wrists. So come into our first high plank. Nice and strong, really spreading the fingers. See if you can spread the shoulder blades, so dome in the upper back. Taking one inhale to draw the lower belly in. As you exhale, release the knees down first to the mat. Keeping the elbows close to the sides of the body. See if the chest and the hips can arrive at the same time. Good, just bringing the hands to the sides of the face. Taking an inhale, begin to lift the chest, lift the gaze. Seeing if you can roll the shoulders down the spine. Finding our first baby cobra. You could either stay here or you could lift the hands off the mat and just use the lower back muscles to lift the chest. Good, one more inhale, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, folding back down. Hands come underneath the shoulders, inhaling into your tabletop position. As you exhale, reach the hips nice and high, downward facing dog. Connect back to that breath, spread the fingers, lift the hips high, keep lengthening through the spine. Stay with each inhale, stay with each exhale. Good, nice and strong. On your next inhale, we'll begin to send that right leg high and begin to bend into the right knee. So we want to open that right hip. The right heel draws over towards the left sit bone. See if you can stay square in the shoulders. We'll take an inhale, begin to extend that right leg. So press through the heel of the right foot here. So square in that hip. As you exhale, lifting the left heel, driving forward, send that right knee to the right elbow. See if you can stack the shoulders and the wrists. As you inhale, reach that right leg high, one-legged downward facing dog. Stay nice and strong. As you exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, reach that right leg high, pressing through the heel of the right foot. As you exhale, draw the right knee to the right elbow. Hold here, stack the shoulders and the wrists. From here, we'll send the right knee to the left elbow, find a twist. From here, bring the right knee back to the right elbow, and then inhale, reach that right leg nice and high, pressing through the heel of the right foot. Good, as you exhale, hug that right knee into the chest. See if you can stack the shoulders and the wrists, and then plant the right foot between the hands. Good, so lifting that left knee, nice and strong, power up that left leg. We'll take an inhale, bring the arms up and overhead, finding our crescent moon lunge. So lunging into that right knee, really strong with that left leg. Good, we'll take a full inhale. As you exhale, bring the palms to face the front of your mat. Good, as you exhale, bending into that left knee, bend the elbows, tap that left knee down onto the mat. As you inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Coming back to our lunge. As you exhale, spin the left heel down, open up to a warrior two on the right side. So right heel is in line with the left inner arch of the foot. See if you can soften the shoulders. Good, lunging into that right knee. We'll take an inhale to flip the right palm. As you exhale, left fingertips slide down the back of the left leg, really opening up through the right side of the body. Good, as you inhale, bring the arms to a T. Exhale, right hand comes across to the left hip. Reach the left fingertips all the way up and overhead, really pressing down into that right foot. Good, one more full inhale. As you exhale, gaze down at the right foot. Pivot on the left heel, bring that left hand to the inside of the right foot. As you inhale, send that right arm high, find a twisted lunge, reach in through the right fingertips. Good, one more inhale. As you exhale, frame the right foot with the hands. From here, stepping back to high plank, so shoulders and wrist stack. Trying to dome through the upper back. Drawing the lower belly in. From here, we're going to take some small movements. So stay nice and strong. Squeeze in the lower abdominal muscles in towards the spine. From here, we'll take a full inhale. As you exhale, tap that right knee down onto the mat. Inhale, lift the right knee. Exhale, tap the left knee down. Inhale, lift the left knee. Exhale, tap the right knee down. Keep it moving here. So just take a few of these, stay in with your breath. Nice and strong, draw the navel back to the spine, spread the shoulder blades if you can, keep it moving. Good. We'll take one more tap on each side and then send the hips nice and high. Good, connect to the breath, press the floor away, lift the hips high. You can maybe take some movement here if you prefer. Good. Come back to that inhale. Maybe take a full deep exhale through the mouth. Good. On your next inhale, this time sending that left leg high, so finding one-legged downward facing dog. And then bending into that left knee, so the left heel draws over towards the right sit bone. See if you can square the shoulders down to the mat. Good. On your next inhale, extend back into that left leg, so square that left hip. As you exhale, lift in the right heel, drive that left knee to the left elbow, stack the shoulders and the wrists. Inhale, send that left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Stay nice and strong. Good. Inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Hold here. Good. Nice and strong, guys. Bring the left knee to the right elbow. Find that twist. Left knee comes back to the left elbow. Inhale, reach that left leg high. Good. And then as you exhale, hug that left knee into the chest, stack the shoulders and the wrists. And then plant in the left foot between the hands, keeping that right knee lifted. Taking an inhale with the arms up and overhead to a crescent moon lunge. So really lengthening through the spine, lunging into that left knee. Taking one more full inhale. As you exhale, spin the palms to face the front of your mat. Inhaling here. Exhale, cactus arms, tap that right knee down. Inhale, extend the arms back overhead. As you exhale, spin that right heel down to the mat. Open up to a warrior two, left side. So left heel is in line with the right, inner arch of the foot. Soften the shoulders. Nice and strong here. We'll take an inhale, flip the left palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior, right fingertips slide down the back of the right leg. Maybe see if you can drive that left knee forward a bit further here. Inhaling, arms to a T. Exhale, left hand comes across to the right hip, sweep the right fingertips all the way up and overhead. Good, inhaling. As you exhale, gaze down at the left foot, bring the right hand to the inside of the left foot. Take an inhale, send that left arm high, twisted lunge. Good. Take one more inhale, lifting through the left fingertips. As you exhale, frame the left foot with the hands. Step back to high plank, shoulders and wrist stack. Good, nice and strong. Doming through the upper back. We'll take one full inhale. As you exhale, you could either release the knees down first or shift the weight forward. See if the whole body can arrive in one straight line. As you inhale, lift into your cobra, maybe upward dog, soften the shoulders. And then as you exhale, stretching up and back into your downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Good, nice and strong. Connect back to that breath. Inhaling for strength. See if you can exhale, find a bit of softness. Maybe soften the heels down to the mat. You can always bend into the knees. Really listening to your body. Good. We'll take one more full inhale. As you exhale, gaze between the hands, coming onto the toes, so lifting the heels. We'll take a few steps up towards the top of the mat, so meeting the hands. Just keeping the feet about hip distance apart, bending into the knees. Allow the chest to be nice and heavy over the tops of the thighs. Maybe just dangling the arms. Or you can take hold of opposite elbows. Take a few sways. Connect back to each inhale. Connect back to each exhale. Good. We'll release the arms back down. And pressing into the feet, we'll slowly begin to roll up through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, stacking the spine. And as you arrive, circling the arms up and overhead, palms come to touch. And then exhaling, hands to heart center. So just finding our Tadasana, big toes come to touch, heels can come slightly apart. Taking inhale, bending into the knees, send the hips back, reach the arms high, coming into our Utkatasana chair pose. So really squeeze the thighs together. Make sure you can see the toes past the knees. Sit the hips lower if you can. And then try to tuck the tailbone. So draw the navel back to the spine. Nice and strong. We'll take one full inhale. As you exhale, bring that left elbow to the outside of the right thigh, coming into a twisted chair pose. So hands to heart center. Begin to use that left elbow to come a bit deeper into your twist. Good. Gaze in past the right elbow. We'll take one more inhale. Stay nice and strong in the legs. One more exhale. As you inhale, send the arms high. And then as you exhale, straight away go into the left side. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left thigh. Stay nice and strong. Good. Tuck in that tailbone. Using that right elbow to maybe come a bit deeper into your twist here. Good. We'll take an inhale, sweep the arms high, stay low with the hips. And then as you exhale, releasing the bend in the knees, folding forward, head is nice and heavy. Good. Inhaling, palms to shins, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, come to your high plank, shoulders and wrists stack. Good. Inhaling. As you exhale, lower down to the mat with control. Inhaling, cobra or upward dog, lift the chest. Exhale, up and back. Into your downward facing dog, reconnect to that breath. Maybe taking a full inhale through the nose. And then exhale everything out through the mouth. Good, nice and strong. On your next inhale, sending that right leg high, press through the heel of the right foot. As you exhale, hug the right knee into the chest. And then gently begin to plant that right foot between the hands. Keeping the left knee lifted, taking an inhale, arms sweep up and overhead, back into a crescent moon lunge. So again, nice and strong with that left leg. Taking one full inhale. As you exhale, bring the left arm behind the body, right arm reaches behind the body. So twisting here, twisting from the belly button, try to keep the hips facing towards the front of your mat. Either stay in here, or the right hand can come to the back of the left thigh. Maybe begin to take it a bit deeper into a back bend. See how this feels. Good. Inhale, come back to your twist, arms to a T. Exhale, bring the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Bring the hands to prayer. And again, coming into that twist as we just did in our chair pose. Seeing if you can use that left elbow to open up a bit deeper into this pose. Good, we'll take an inhale. One more exhale, stay nice and strong in that right leg. From here, we'll inhale, come back to our lunge, keeping the hands just where they are in front of the heart center. So from here, tilting the torso, hinging at the hips. Optional to begin to step that left foot up towards the right foot. If you have Warrior 3 in your practice, you can just lift that left foot off the mat. Maybe keeping the hands at the heart center. Hands can come to hips. Oh, I'm losing my head. Hands can come to the hips. Or maybe playing around with arm variations behind the body, in front of the body. Good. Taking one more full inhale. One more full exhale. As you inhale, pressing down into that right foot, sweeping the arms up and overhead, drawing that left knee up in towards the chest. Nice and strong here, guys. So really pressing into that right foot. We'll take a full inhale. Option to stay here, or the right hand can come to the outside of the left thigh. Maybe the left arm reaches behind the body. Either stay in here or you can begin to gaze past the left fingertips. Good. See how the balance feels. Good. As you inhale, release the twist, send the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, hinging at the hips. Beginning to slowly, see how slow you can send that left leg back behind the body and bring the toes back onto the mat. So coming back into that crescent moon lunge, arms sweeping overhead. Good, nice and strong. We'll take one more full inhale. As you exhale, frame that right foot with the hands. Step back to downward facing dog, lifting the hips high. Stretch it out here, maybe pedaling through the feet, bending into the knees. Good. Connect to that breath. Using each inhale, using each exhale here. Nice and strong. Keep going. Maybe seeing if the heels will soften again a bit deeper down towards the mat in your downward facing dog. Good. On your next inhale, this time left leg sweeps up towards the sky, one-legged downward facing dog. As you exhale, drive that left knee in towards the chest, see if you can stack the shoulders and the wrists. From here, gently planting the left foot between the hands. Keeping that right knee lifted, taking an inhale with the arms up and overhead into your crescent moon lunge, reaching through the fingertips, lengthening through the spine. Good. Taking one full inhale. As you exhale, right arm comes in front of the body, left arm reaches behind the body. So just twisting from the belly button here, trying to keep the hips squaring forward. Good. One inhale. As you exhale, either stay in here or the left hand can reach behind the back of the right thigh and beginning to open up into your back bend. Good. Seeing how this feels for you today. As you inhale, coming back to your twist. Exhale, bring the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Hands to heart center. Maybe beginning to gaze past that left elbow and really using that right elbow to twist a little bit deeper into this pose. Good. Taking one full inhale. Stay nice and strong. One full exhale. As you inhale, come back to your crescent moon lunge. Hands can stay at the heart center. From here, either stepping that right foot towards the left foot or maybe hovering the right foot, lifting the right leg, finding your warrior three. Maybe playing around with arm variations, testing your balance, seeing what works for you today. Good, we'll take one more inhale. Nice and strong, guys, one more exhale. As you inhale, press down into that left foot. Begin to sweep the arms up and overhead and draw that right knee in towards the chest. Good, one more full inhale. Either stay here or left hand can come to the outside of the right thigh. Reach that right arm behind the body. Maybe twist the gaze over towards the back of your mat. Good, taking one inhale. As you exhale, release the twist. Coming back to center, we'll bend into that left knee. Maybe hands can come to the hips, hands reach behind the body. And slowly begin to step the right toes all the way back, adjusting in your lunge. Taking an inhale, reach the arms high. As you exhale, frame the left foot with the hands. Step back to downward facing dog. Lift the hips high. Connect back to the breath. Nice and strong. Either stay in here or take in a vinyasa, so gaze in between the hands. Roll the shoulders forward over the wrists. One full inhale as you exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhaling to lift the chest, open the heart center. As you exhale, move all the way back, up and back into your downward facing dog. We'll take 3 breaths here. See how you are feeling. If you need to take some movement, feel free to do so. Good. Coming back to your breath. Coming back to sensations in the body. We'll take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, gently come to a seated position in the middle of the mat. So just extend the legs in front of the body, coming into Dandasana. Maybe just removing any flesh from underneath the sit bones. Taking an inhale to really reach the arms nice and high, lengthen through the spine. And then as you exhale, begin to fold forward. So you can always bend the knees here if the hamstrings feel a little bit tight, to bring the legs closer to the body. Try not to round too much with the spine, trying to keep the neck and the spine in one straight line. Good. Coming back into the body. Keep connecting to that breath. We'll take an inhale to slowly roll back up through to center. So from here, we'll bring the right heel underneath the left sit bone. So you can bend that left knee, sorry. So the right heel comes next to the left sit bone. Then the left sole of the foot comes to the outside of the right thigh. Just make sure you feel square on the hips. The left hand reaches behind the left sit bone, taking an inhale, send that right arm high. And then as you exhale, right elbow comes to the outside of the left thigh. Maybe use the elbow here, or you can draw that leg in towards the body with the arm. And then begin to twist to gaze past the left shoulder. See if you can soften the shoulders away from the ears here. Good. We'll take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, see if you can twist a bit deeper. Good. As you inhale, send that left arm high. Right hand reaches behind the right sit bone, and then bring that left hand to the inside of the left foot and just begin to twist the opposite way. So just feel that sensation of the complete opposite here. Soften in the shoulders if you can. Really open up across the chest. Good. We'll take one more inhale. One more exhale. And then as you inhale, gently release the twist. We'll just switch the legs so the left heel comes underneath the right sit bone and the right sole of the foot comes to the outside of the left thigh. Right hand reaches behind the right sit bone. Inhale, send that left arm nice and high. Exhale, begin to twist. So maybe using the left elbow or maybe drawing that leg in towards the body. Feel that stretch, feel the twist. Beginning to gaze past the right shoulder again. See if you can find that softness in the shoulders. Try not to draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Good. Taking one more inhale. One more exhale. As you inhale, send that right arm high. Left hand reaches behind the left sit bone and then just twist in the opposite way. Gazing past the left shoulder. Again, soften the shoulders, just feeling that stretch across the chest. Good. We'll take one more inhale. One more exhale. And then as you inhale, release the twist. We'll bring the legs in front of the body. Just give the legs a little bit of a shake out. Tap the legs. And then slowly we'll draw the knees in towards the chest. And then we'll just find a comfortable seated position to finish. Resting the hands comfortably on the legs, taking an inhale to roll the shoulders to the ears. And then as you exhale, soften the shoulders down the spine. Maybe just beginning to close the eyes here. Coming back into the body. Notice how you feel physically. And just bring in your awareness back to the breath. Back to each inhale, each exhale. From here, we'll take a full deep inhale through the nose. And then as you exhale, full deep sigh through the mouth. Keeping the eyes closed. Bringing the palms of the hands together in front of the heart center. And taking a moment just to thank yourselves for practicing this afternoon, for allowing yourselves time on your mat to move, to breathe, to feel. And allowing yourselves gratitude to be carried with you through the rest of your day and through the rest of your week. Namaste. And thank you everybody for practicing with me this afternoon. It was lovely to have you all. And if anybody has any questions or anything, feel free to get in touch. And yes, hope to see you all soon. Stay safe, stay well. Yay. Have a great weekend. Bye.